Well, hello, hello, hello. If you are listening to this show in replay, you can fast forward past this spot and get right into the show. Also, know that whether you're in replay or whether you're in the show live, that I do free readings here. I am a psychic natural born empath. So the readings are all about you. I connect directly to your soul. And the show will start in about a minute and a half, and we'll get right into it then, and I'll be on video. When you do see me on video, if I'm not fitting the screen properly, just pinch it down, and I will come right into frame. So the show will be starting in just a few moments. And please remember that you can hit the react buttons across the bottom, which are those three emojis, the laugh, the party sound, and the clap, anytime you wish during the show. So the show will be starting in just a few moments. So I'll be seeing you live on video.
Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Just a few more moments and the show will be starting in probably less than a minute. I'll be right with you. Let's turn on the mic there. Welcome to The Soul Reader. I'm your host, Anthony Cordova, Tony C., The Soul Reader. And what I do is tap into your soul to maybe help you out with some issues you may be having, or maybe things are going great for you. It's all totally up to you what you want to do while you're here. So, right now, I see that there's no one in the audience. Now, I do free readings here, and there's no one in the audience except my producer, Jill. So, I guess I have no one.
I am somebody.
You are somebody. Yes, this is true. But while there's no one in the audience here to do free readings for, I just have to talk. So that is what I'll do. If you're listening in replay and you're not familiar with me, I am a psychic natural born empath. Being a empath is what I do best. I really can tap into people's souls, so who they truly are. So, a person may present themselves one way, but they're not showing the world who they are. So I'm the type of person, being an empath, I sense that. I can feel that. And it gives me the ability to help people with struggles they may be having in their lives. So, and everything I do is conversational. It's just like we're sitting here on the couch. Look, I'm ringing bells. Like I'm sitting here on the couch, you're sitting on the couch, and we're just hanging out and we're talking, and we see what we can do about that. So today's topic, while no one is here, is forgive your parents. Forgive your parents. It's very important that we learn to forgive our parents, even if your parents have passed on, if they're on the other side. Know that you still really need to forgive them. Now, I'm not saying that every parent has something to be forgiven for. That's up to you. There's some parents that are like excellent parents and they do nothing wrong. I haven't met any of them yet, but I'm sure there are some parents that are just like excellent, 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 excellent. But unfortunately, many of our parents have done things to either intentionally or unintentionally hurt us and scar us. Uh, we take on trauma because of what happened, our interaction with our parents, and it's different than everyone. Like if you grew up with there's three of you in the house, your mother, father, and then you have two other siblings, so there's five in the house, but each one of those siblings will experience something different, have a different perception of what happened in the house and the pain that they received before it, or the trauma that they received for it. Um, One child may have no trauma from it, where another one will. And it's the same situation because we are all individuals. We're all individuals. So we receive things differently. So the reason I say we need to forget our parents. Hey, there's Stacy. Hi, Stacy. We haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. Jill, did you?
Yes, I wanted to say hi to Stacy, but you also just said the reason we need to forget your
Oh,
parents,
forget our
and I
parents.
think you meant forgive.
Maybe that was a Freudian slip. Yes, we should forgive our parents. So, Stacy, before you popped in, I was talking about forgiving our parents, and I was saying that not all of our parents have scarred us, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. Um, but a lot of us do receive some type of trauma from interacting with our parents as we were growing up. Um, Parents tend to try to do the best job they can, but nobody's perfect. Our parents aren't perfect. We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. So things can happen within a household that can create some mental scarring, which we carry through our lives. So, what I'm saying is, when we really need to forgive our parents, because otherwise we're carrying this stuff with us. We're carrying the hurt, we're carrying the pain of whatever the situation was. So, you had a parent that was like a parent that tells you one thing. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to do this. But then they never follow through. Something else happens. Maybe they're alcoholic and they don't come through with their promises because they're drunk. Maybe your parent didn't come home at night like they're supposed to. Maybe you had a father, that was a womanizer. All of these things can affect you in a negative way. Even though you may not realize it, these things can affect you, can affect us, everyone, because we carry that pain with us through life. And then it what it does is we won't make clear decisions, concise decisions, good decisions because of the trauma we've received from our parents. So the reason we need to forgive them, because if we don't forgive them, truly forgive them, because we know they're not perfect. And I'm not saying you have to walk up to your parent and say, "Oh, I forgive you for what you've done to me." Their perception may be that they didn't do anything wrong with you. They put a roof to you. They put a roof over your head. They fed you, they clothed you, so that must be good enough. Be happy you got that. And so when I say forgive them, you forgive them for you, just for you, so you can let go of that pain, so you can release that pain. Because when we carry this trauma along with us throughout our lives, it can cause many things. It can cause health issues. It can cause you to have a bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. Um, it can cause you to treat people horribly because maybe you don't trust anyone because you've been hurt so many times by the people that are supposed to love you the most. So it is a really good thing for you to forgive them. Forgive them if you perceive that your parents have done something wrong. And like I said, it's your perception, it's how you feel. So maybe they didn't do anything to hurt you, but maybe your perception is that they did. So you have to forgive them because you don't know their perspective. You don't know that. And I'm also not saying don't I'm not saying don't ever tell them how you feel about a certain situation, the way you grew up or the way they raised you. You can talk to them, only know that you may not get the response you wanted. May not be possible. So don't do that until you're ready, and you won't be hurt if they don't give you the response that you wanted, because they may not. They're only people that are flawed. But it's always better for you, for us, if we forgive our parents. And that goes for the world in general. The people you interact on a daily basis, to forgive them. And I'm not saying let them hurt you over and over and over again. Don't do that. But forgive them and let it go and free your soul, because you can live a better life that way. So that is about all I have to say on that subject right now. I don't have anyone else in the audience than you, Stacy. So if you would like a reading, and I'm pretty sure I gave you one once before, um, or if you would just like to, and as I just said that, it's coming back to me what we talked about. Um, but if you just don't want a reading, if you would like to just tell me whether the situation, the interaction with you and your son has gotten better or not, because I would really like to know, because it was a kind of strained, and I would just like to know. You could put it in a text if you want. If you don't want to come to the stage, just type, yeah, it's getting better, or no, it's just the same. If you wish, um, But yeah, just since I've seen your emoji here, can start picking up what we were talking about before. And I just really am curious because it will make me, when I can help some and not cure a situation, but if I can help some to give some release, that's good. Uh, Jill, I see a number one at the mic. Oh, Jill is having technical issues. So let's check. Let me check something.
I'm back.
Okay.
Stacy says you did give me one before and it's getting better.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I am so happy to hear that. So for people that are in the audience, um, and people that haven't seen this, or people that are watching in replay, uh, I'm not going to tell you, what happened with Stacy during her reading. You can go back and listen to that episode if you wish. But this is what I do as a empath. I concentrate on you and I focus on you and the things you are feeling at the time, or your biggest concern in life. And once I connect to you, then if there are loved ones that are alive, most of the time I can connect to them. If there's loved ones on the other side that have passed on, quite often I can connect to them also. Um, when we are in situations, just as people, we can't always see what our next step should be and how we should handle a situation. And I'm not just a person on the outside looking in. I'm a person on the outside looking in that can also feel what you're going through. And when I feel that knowledge, because I'm a little detached from it, because it's not me, I'm able to translate kind of what is going on and maybe a better way to handle the situation. Um, okay. Wait, what's that, Jill? Jill's passing me notes and I didn't see it all. Oh, no, no, that wasn't this show, Jill. That was a different show. Jill's sending me notes about one of my other shows that I do. All right. Yeah, no, that wasn't this show. Oh, that's cool. All right. Um, so that's what I do, and that's why I'm able to do what I do. Um, I don't have any readings to do. I've talked already about forgiving your parents, and I think I'm going to have a short show tonight unless someone pops up that needs a reading.
Well, can I ask a question?
Sure, you sure can, Jill.
Because, I like to ask questions.
Yes, you do.
So, what inspired tonight's topic?
Well, forgiveness is always on my mind because it's something that all of us need to do. So it was just something that's always on my mind. I like to bring it to people's attention because we tend not to forgive. As people, we hold on to stuff and we don't let it go. People that have wronged us. So it could be a close friend that has really wronged you, that's really done something to you that is really painful. It's happened to me. It's probably happened to most people. They have a friend or loved one that should be in their corner, but they do the opposite. They may backstab you. They may steal from you. They may try to take your partner from you or have sex with your partner. People do awful things, awful things. And even those people, we need to forgive them to help us let it go. And so we don't carry that trauma with us because we only get angry from it.
Stacy says, gotta go. Have a good evening. Thanks for this topic.
All right. Thank you, Stacy. And it was good seeing you. Thanks for dropping in just, for a few minutes. It was cool. And I'm really happy to hear about you and your son. And is Stacy gone out of the audience already? Okay, then I won't say anything else on that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a short show. Got nobody here. So, I will talk about next week's show. Next week's show, and I'm not closing the show out just yet, is, let me see, that's episode 20. And I've got hating someone that hurts you, hurts your soul. Yes. Hating someone, hurts your soul. So that show is going to be about when you hate and you have hate for someone you know or hate for a group of people. It's not good. It's the same as forgiveness, to forgive your parents. Hating can even be worse because it is really an awful thing, and it can really damage your soul, who you are, and how you interact with people. And when you hate, you create a lot of pain. So you're not spreading love, you're just spreading pain and hatred. So that's what that next show is going to be about. I am going to start closing out the show because I love to read people, but there's nobody to read tonight. Next Tuesday at 9 p.m. And I said the right time. Next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Last show, I said the wrong time. Actually, twice in the show when I listened to the replay. I had said 8 o'clock, but it's at 9 o'clock Eastern. So next week on Tuesday, we will be coming back from a trip. And we'll actually be traveling on Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be home in time to do that show, so I may do that show right from the car. We'll see how my abilities work while I'm moving at 75 miles an hour. And Jill is shaking her head. No, but that's when you'll be driving. You will drive and I will sit in the passenger seat. So that's what we'll do. Remember, you can check me out. You can tap that fortune cookie and it'll give you all the information on my website and all of that. And it'll show you more about me. And you can also book private readings because I can understand if you don't want to do a reading on this show because it can be difficult and you're really bearing yourself to people. I am bearing you to people, but know that I try not to give too much information unless you're ready for it. I can kind of sense that a lot of times, but there is a safe word here. So if that ever happens, just say stop. Okay, well, cool. Let me see. The music you're hearing right now is Feel Freedom by Sound Mix. And the music on the intro was Feel the Wave by Emilio Maroon, which is cool. Yes. And yeah,